Yo, imagine this. You're sitting on a gold mine, but it's not cash, stocks, or crypto. It's a muscle car in your garage. Yeah, that hunk of steel could make you rich, but you might not even know it yet. Today we're talking about 5 muscle cars that are about to skyrocket in value. And trust me, if you don't already have your eye on these, you're sleeping on a serious opportunity. These aren't just cars, they're investment pieces. And in a few years, you could be sitting on a fortune. The muscle car market is shifting fast. The most iconic, gas-guzzling beasts from the 60s to the 90s are getting harder to find in great condition, and collectors are paying big bucks to get their hands on them. But here's the kicker. While everyone's chasing the typical Mustang or Camaro, some hidden gems are flying under the radar, waiting to explode in value. That's where we come in, breaking it down for you so you can stay ahead of the curve. These aren't just any muscle cars. The 5 I'm about to hit you with, they're poised to become the new legends of the muscle car world. Whether you're a collector, a gearhead, or just looking to make a smart investment. Yeah, cars as investments. These are the rides that can make you serious cash in the next few years. Let's kick things off with something iconic, but still flying a little under the radar. First up, the 1970 Plymouth Road Runner. Now, if you know your Mopar, you know this car is no joke. The Road Runner was created to be a bare-bones muscle car. Nothing flashy, just pure power for the average guy who wanted to tear up the streets. But here's where it gets interesting. The ones that came with the 446-pack engine, those are straight-up beasts. We're talking about 390 horsepower from a 7.2-liter V8. This car was designed for performance and affordability. And while the Charger and Challenger might get more attention, the Road Runner is about to make its comeback in a big way. Why? Because clean, unmodified Road Runners, especially ones with the 440 or Hemi, are becoming rare. Collectors are waking up to this, and prices are climbing. Right now, you can snag a solid example for around $40K to $60K, but mark my words. This car is on its way to crossing the 6-figure mark in the next few years. Mopar muscle is on fire in the market right now, and if you're lucky enough to find a clean Road Runner, it's going to pay for itself and then some. Now let's take a leap into something a little more modern, but no less legendary. The 1996 Chevrolet Impala SS. This might surprise some people, but don't sleep on the 96 Impala SS. Back in the mid-90s, Chevrolet did something wild. They dropped the Corvette's LT1 V8 into a full-size sedan and created a stealth muscle car. It's big, it's mean, and it's got the power to back it up. The 5.7-liter V8 cranked out 260 horsepower, which might not sound insane today, but back then, for a family sedan, it was a beast. Here's why it's about to make you some money. Collectors are waking up to this car's potential. It's got that cult following, especially among people who remember it from the 90s. And clean examples, they're getting harder and harder to find. Right now, you can pick one up for around $20K to $30K, but trust me, that's about to change. Younger collectors, nostalgic for the 90s, are driving up demand, and prices are only going to go up from here. Next, let's talk about something classic but criminally underrated. The 1971 Ford Torino Cobra. I know everyone's all about the Mustangs, but let me tell you, the Torino Cobra is a sleeper hit. The 1971 model, especially the ones with the 429 Cobra jet engine, is an absolute beast. Ford only made a few thousand of these, and they don't get nearly the attention they deserve. With 370 horsepower under the hood and that aggressive fastback design, the Torino Cobra was built to go toe-to-toe with the muscle car heavyweights of the era. But here's the kicker, it's still affordable compared to Mustangs. Right now, you can pick up a solid example for around $40K to $60K, but with the way things are trending, especially for rare muscle cars, this one's about to shoot up in value. Collectors are already starting to recognize the Torino Cobra for what it is, a hidden gem in Ford's lineup, and as more people realize what a monster this car was, its value is going to blow up. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now let's get back to Mopar with another sleeper pick. The 1973 Dodge Charger SE. Everybody talks about the 68, 70 Chargers, and yeah, they're iconic, but the 73 Charger SE, that's the one to watch. This car is still classic Charger muscle, but with a little more refinement and a touch of 70s flair. The SE trim especially had some luxury options like leather seats and air conditioning that make it stand out today. The thing is, while earlier Chargers are already commanding sky-high prices, the 73 Charger is still affordable, for now. You can find a good example for around $30K to $50K. But the thing is, as the demand for Mopar muscle continues to rise, and it will, the 73 Charger SE is going to blow up in value. If you want to get ahead of the curve, this is the time to grab one before the prices really start to soar. Alright, I've saved one of the biggest surprises for last. It's a wild card, but if you know, you know. The 1987 Buick GNX. This car is a straight-up legend. In the 80s, while everyone was still drooling over V8s, Buick was out here building one of the fastest cars on the road. And it wasn't even a V8. The GNX was powered by a turbocharged 3.8-liter V6 that cranked out 276 horsepower. But here's the thing. Most people believe it made a lot more than that in reality. The GNX was faster than most Ferraris at the time. Yeah, let that sink in. A Buick faster than a Ferrari. Only 547 of these cars were ever made, so you're looking at serious rarity here. Clean examples are already fetching around $100K, and the sky's the limit for this one. As the muscle car community continues to embrace the GNX as one of the greatest sleeper cars of all time, you're gonna see those prices keep going up. So there you have it, 5 muscle cars that could make you rich AF if you play your cards right. These cars are primed to go up in value, but here's the deal. You've got to move fast. The muscle car market is heating up, and the window to grab these rides while they're still affordable is closing. If you're digging this breakdown and you want more content on how to spot the next big thing in the car world, or if you're just here for the love of muscle, hit that subscribe button. I've got tons more content coming your way, from deep dives into legendary cars to tips on how to build a sick ride without breaking the bank. You don't want to miss what's next. And hey, drop a comment below. Tell me which of these rides you think is going to blow up in value, or maybe one I didn't mention that you're watching. Let's chop it up. Until next time, keep your foot on the gas, your hands on the wheel, and your eyes on that next big score. Stay winning, y'all.